Please select Fan Films. Excellent. Select your guest. Snowda. Ready, set, go!
How's it going, Rookie? Good to be here. Glad to dive into some fan films with you and see what's out there. I'm always interested to see, rising talent. Maybe see the next best thing. You never know.
Hell yeah. We're checking out a Predator fan film. The Predator.
Cool. And it's 18 plus, so it looks like we got some gore and hopefully a little bit of action. So
a little bit, yes, kids. You can watch anyway, because fuck it. If you guys hear a little bit of slight background noise, it's like 100 degrees at Snowdub's place, and as a snowman, he is melting. So there's a little fan that just might be very, very subtle, but we'll be talking, and I think the noise from the thing here will pretty much drown that out. So this one is by Algorithm. I guess is the name, or Algorithm, as for their channel. They got a little over 5,000 subs. This was released in 2021, April, almost a full year ago. 30,000 views. Let's see what we got here. Somewhere in Mexico.
And very similar to the original movie so far.
Pretty much. Yeah, I actually haven't seen the original Predator film in quite a while, so I don't remember all the sequence of events. But
so far, it's very familiar. Yep.
Yeah, as far as when they go in the jungle, I feel like if you're gonna do like a Predator fan film, especially, and you're trying to do homage to it, just having a couple of marine people in the forest, just that's the Predator, man. That's what that is. Now, so far, we've got zero context on the story, characters, or anything. We're just watching these guys go through a place, and if we know anything about the Predator, they're about to get killed, but we'll see. So in a lot of these fan films, there's a lot of different approaches to how everybody does a fan film, to be honest. They'll either heavily rely on you to know about the source, and then they'll have a scene that just, has something happen that they want to have happen with it, or they'll try to set up their own little story of what's going on. So it's very fun to see how they want to have it play out.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm noticing the interesting pick of clothes. It's like, it's not quite jungle warfare. It's like a couple of them kind of look like they might be ready to.
They have like a camo jacket.
Right, but most of them look like they came right after work from a 9 to 5 at the office.
Like if they're like, oh, hey, you could bring a costume if you want, but not that many people will. And we'll just go with casual costumes.
Yeah, casual day.
Like yep.
Hey, John. Man, I think we should stop. We've been traveling for days on straight now. We're down a man. We're low on ammo. I think we should regroup.
Hold position here.
Okay, so far they've been at this for a couple days, they said. They're down a man, so they've already been through a little bit of shit. They don't say what in regards to why or what, if they fought other people or if they've already encountered the Predator. I'm assuming they've not encountered the Predator yet, because they should be shitting their pants if they have, right?
Incredibly clean for seeing some action and being in the jungle for a couple days.
Yeah, I wouldn't really believe it. I mean, the guy who spoke the lines right there, he looks like he's just dirty.
Maybe a little in the face, yeah.
But that could just be a couple hours in the forest, right? Like
the hat looks brand new. I don't know. It's just I would have roughed up the clothes a little bit. I think that's just me. Oh yeah, well I grew up, in the Northwest, so yeah, I did a lot of camping and stuff as a kid. You bet.
Mm-hmm. So even after one day, I mean, if you wore the same clothes, they're usually a little dirty.
Oh man, just hang out by a campfire for a night, and your clothes smell like smoke. So yeah, they're very clean for being a couple days into action.
Take a rest and we'll get going again.
All right, so it's like so far the tone of the music, just I don't know, with what's happening and the fact we don't know anything about the characters. We're a minute and 20 in. So like for a fan film, I kind of would want them to slightly pick it up a little. Just I know they're getting us settled into it, but like
Yeah.
so far we just had them walking, and I mean it's a lot to ask for a fan film to like have my attention for that long. It's just like,
if
you
they're
know,
gonna start knocking them off, it's gonna be about 1 per minute here pretty soon. If they're gonna start rattling these guys off one by one, so we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see how this lines up. That or it's just gonna be a big slaughter at the end.
maybe. I mean, it's like if it were my attempt doing like using what they seem to have, I would have done kind of like you're saying, like have them look more roughed up, have a couple like while they're walking here, have a few of the characters show some kind of differences between each other, like
Yeah, a little more conversation, a little more know-how.
help somewhat fill up some gaps because this is a story we're just walking into. And
I mean, we get the idea that it's a Predator film because of the music. It's very apparent, but at the same time, it's like, well, okay, are you reenacting the whole sequence of Dutch and all them, you know, after they had their war zone fight? You know, so I'm a little confused by this, right?
yeah, like, in a couple of Star Wars fan films that we've seen, they'll play like Duel of the Fates and all these other things, and I have no idea why they're fighting. I'm just like, it's an empty fight, and it's like those ones are tough to watch because I don't know why I'm watching it at that point. It's like, yeah, you're just essentially just filmed a fight scene.
I guess if you like watching duels, you know, whatever the reason.
I hear the Predator clicks. Okay. About a minute and a half in. Okay, see, now we're... This is where it should have started, I feel. Like they're sitting down.
Maybe.
You just heard the Predator clicks. He's... Now I see... I couldn't tell before. It looks like the scientist guy's handcuffed. Like, there's more story starting now.
They ain't that deep in the forest because I could see a house in the background.
I was about to say something too. I'm like, are they in the forest or no? Or at least they could have done this from a different camera angle to, you know, hide that, or if he stood more in the way.
This is outside.
This is my backyard forest.
Right,
Just,
Baltimore,
you know,
or something, right?
30 yards of forest.
Sure. This is the campground or
So
something.
you go walking off on me while I go take a leak. I won't have to kill you like I did your friends. Fish?
That's Italian.
So?
He's Russian.
Wait, he's Russian?
Yes. Do you just not listen to the team debriefs?
Is this kind of interaction like a reference to the Predator film and comedy, kind of, or just?
No, I didn't catch that. What I'm catching here is a weak attempt at comic relief, also to emphasize that this guy's a douchebag, so it's okay that we kill him off first.
How much further?
Look, I really don't know. Tim had the map. We lost a good man out there.
Their mics don't seem to pick their voices up.
Yeah, the music is definitely a little loud for where it should be. And I don't necessarily think that it's necessary right here. I think when they played it in the beginning, when they were walking through and not really saying much, it was okay. But now we're in a conversation point. It's not really necessary.
He didn't die in vain. I mean, now that we have him, we should be able to figure out what the Russians are up to next.
Thought for sure he was going to die.
Hey, buddy.
What was that?
I miscalled that one. I thought for sure he was going to die right there.
Yeah, which that would be a good spot to at least start something here, because.
But he only walked like 3 feet away to pee. Also, I mean, like I thought.
Yeah, it really wasn't like away from the camp at all.
Yeah, there we go. You know, so I was a little confused by that, but
there wasn't even like a predator in the background.
I'm waiting for some kind of reveal that we know he's there, because the only thing we've heard so far is a couple clicks, but nothing. No camouflage predator in the distance. No flashing eyes. No laser beam. Or we're 3 minutes in already, and we really haven't seen anything about a predator yet. So
like I'm fine with them.
Go.
Like I'm fine with them trying to build up a story, but so far they've only put in 30 seconds to trying to do that so far, and we're almost 3 minutes in.
Yeah,
so that's
a lot of wasted time so far. We'll see where they're going with this.
Tell us what you're up to.
Iti vi pistu.
What did this prick just say?
He just said fuck you.
He said that.
Yep.
Yeah. Not so funny now, are you? Hey? Yo.
That was great.
All right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Could hit him a little harder than that. That was ridiculous. Come
Yeah.
on.
Well, and all he said was "fuck you." Like,
Well, yeah, but if you're gonna backhand
mean-
somebody, slap him. You know, I mean,
yeah, like
if he's willing to take the
I'm
shot.
gonna just rub my
Oh,
hand
it was so bad.
over your face.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. They probably sped up the camera too.
Tell him to shut up. Just give him my position.
Do all of this. You think we would have
Cool
catch
down.
you?
Alright,
Huh?
we need him alive and unharmed as much as possible. It's a miracle we even got him alive. We didn't need it. I kill myself.
No.
I guess we got our first, reveal of the Predator. We're seeing through his eyes now.
Eyes down. Down. Eyes down.
Eyes down.
Shh. Did you hear that? What was that?
Maybe it was a bird.
It sounded too big to be a bird, too fast to be a man.
Maybe it was a monkey. Kill
Gotta get in. I make you get in.
the
Hurry up.
I mean, so at this point, are they still trying to build up suspense? Like,
Yeah, I don't know where they're going with this because
we're almost halfway through right now. We're almost at the
right, must be a slaughter at the end here, I guess. Or just they all get wiped out. Maybe it's the only thing I can think of.
Except for later. All right.
Get down! Janita, 2 o'clock in the bamboo.
Any comments so far on this little battle?
I don't know who they're fighting. I guess where they said they were mad at the Russians earlier, but it looks like they're fighting like
Looks like
Chinese
Korean
or
or something.
something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And
I'm
the
so
laser
confused
blast.
right now. I'm so confused.
The way that this was shot, yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on.
Where are they? I've got no visual. We are pinned down.
Oh man, I was hoping for a better reveal there. I am noticing nobody's shooting their guns.
Yeah.
There's no recoil going on with any of the
Well,
guns.
when the one girl was doing her gun, it looked like it was literally just pulling
Yeah.
triggers and
Yeah,
there's
no,
not even a
there's-
little jerk or
They're not
jolt.
firing any rounds, not even blanks. They're just
Yeah,
they brought Dad's guns out for the weekend to shoot a film.
the little knife,
Left everything, the magazine empty.
the little knife altercation. Like I liked the effect of there being a cut, but everything else about that looked just. I am holding you down and moving my arm up, and then I am going to cut you.
Yeah, the cut scenes were wrong there. Like the editing was not right. There was It should have been a little faster.
Like,
And
there's ways to hide mistakes or like to make
Yeah.
it look more. Oddly enough, there's ways to make even like bad choreography look better than what it is.
the Predator's first kill here was kind of weak because you didn't see anything. It just looked like he punched him in the stomach or something.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's got like a tiger or a lion roar right there. Do they have?
Well,
sounds
it
like-
made kinda. Yeah, it did some rage noises, but
Yeah.
what I'm noticing is the bad cutscene of the. I guess he gets killed. It doesn't really show it though. That's what's bad about it.
Yeah, you're right. It's just
Yeah,
it's
it's
just a little poke,
punch in the belly.
poked you in the gut, and
Well, you hear the knife noise, but you don't see any knives. You just see him punch him in the stomach.
oh, hello.
Yeah, bad cutscenes.
Oh,
Bad cutscenes. No.
okay, wow.
Cheese. We don't even know who he's killing at this
This
point.
feels so less epic.
Like, who's dying now? I have no idea.
They just pan to the left. Oh, hi. Oh, I guess he's dead. But it's just the sound of a slice, the
Here he
look
comes.
of blood, and just okay.
Yeah.
As I'm learning more about filmmaking, like I'm not saying I can do all this stuff myself, but just understanding the approach of it. It's like if you're gonna have something like this, especially the Predator and his presence, like you got to make him like feel bigger. You got to make his impacts feel powerful. You gotta, make
Right.
a little more than this. Those were just like
You gotta
smash.
see bodies flying across the screen. That's I don't care if you gotta find a mannequin or a stuffed dummy.
Or literally throw Jim. Just literally throw Jim. Sorry, Jim.
Yeah, you gotta find a guy that's 7 feet tall or at least 6'6", or high sixes.
I feel like you wouldn't even try to make the film if you didn't already have the tall guy to play him, right?
Yeah, you'd have to have the tall guy to play him. So if you don't have a tall guy to play him, now you're trying to work all these crazy camera tricks to make him look menacing. But if he's the same height as everybody else, you're automatically at a disadvantage. So yeah, it's interesting how they're playing it right now. But so far, it's all cutscenes from the person's point of view while he's getting attacked.
Let's see.
Run! Get to the chopper!
Get to the chopper!
If it bleeds, we can get it.
Indeed.
Dylan, you son of a bitch. Yeah, that was weak. I've seen you do better effects, Rook.
Yeah, I mean the blood effects they're using are so less
It wasn't
than
even a
stock
blood
footage.
effect.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can find the blood effects that splatter to the left, to the right. You can have
I did
some
a
that go on
better-
screen, but that like looks like it's not just poof, or
For instance, I remember I did this high school project, right, where we had a rooftop scene. It was a ninja fighting film, and the guy was going to chop me in the stomach, and in turn, I was going to squirt blood everywhere. Well, we set up the shot where it was behind me, facing the guy with the sword. He does the chop where it looks like it hits me, but it's because he's in front of me, right? So you can't tell where the blade's hitting at. And then because you're looking at my back, I'm holding a ketchup bottle filled with like ketchup mixed with water or whatever.
yes, you
And
can
I
have more spray effect. Yeah.
Yeah, and I squeezed the hell out of it, and all of a sudden it just looks like a burst of blood came out. And we got an A+ on that freaking thing, and I ended up passing Spanish 2 because of that video and my directing skills, baby. So this is pathetic. I was pulling better stunts back when I was 17.
I guess, man, that
film.
what Snow just laid out is a great example of how you can improvise something without top-notch effects.
You've seen Army of Darkness and Evil Dead 2. Now you gotta go watch the original one, and that's like the fan film. That's like the one that was so low budget, like it was made like with a couple $100. I mean, it's really cheap. and it's a little cringe to watch because it's bad.
Yeah,
special
of
effects,
course, but I
right?
mean,
But it's got its moments, and it's like, oh wow, they were, he was ahead of his time. You could tell he knew, he had a different vision, and that's why he's literally directing Doctor Strange sequel right now, the Multiverse of Madness, because he had vision. So, yeah, I mean, fan films, you can always tell right away when somebody has an eye to direct.
Which can happen. I mean, I think with some of these fan films, they are just making something because they feel like they can make it, or a couple of their buddies like, yeah, we'll help you, and we'll come in and try to put it together. But just from the reason why, like, I guess we're being a little more critical is because we can see there's a lot of effort here, and it's just we're just questioning why you couldn't
Wasted effort.
Few different things would have made this appear better.
A lot
better. A few editing tricks, even, and just a few camera shots, or just a few things that like you think that the death scenes would be the most thought out prior to recording it, because those are what you got to nail in a Predator scene, right? If you're trying to film one, to make those look the best, those will be the ones that stand out over all the other shots in your short film, right?
Yep, your Predator. You're doing a fan film about the Predator, so you want to make your Predator shots the best in your film. Period.
Yeah,
that should be a no-brainer right off the bat.
If you're gonna nail anything, it's nail that. And that's
exactly. That's what the title says. Nail that.
Okay, see, that was kind of a better example of they showed a light effect go to his face like that, so that's all right. And it looks like they're showing a burn mark or something.
I guess, yeah,
that's better. That's better. Is all I'm saying.
That was a little better. Yeah.
Better than before. That's what I'm saying. I appreciate that more than what we saw before. Yeah. It's all right. Yeah. Oh, okay, gosh. Okay, yeah. As they're all holding these guns, they all look like toy guns. They all look like toy guns.
And they're all out of ammo at the same time. How convenient.
Right.
How convenient. Yeah, that's or how inconvenient, I should say.
They all brought their fake guns, and they're all out of ammo too.
At the exact same time, even. That is amazing. Like, not one of them happens to have a few bullets
and
left.
They all have different types of guns. Like that's an incredible. Seems like a rare coincidence that would happen.
Get the fuck out of here. Okay, yeah. This is anyway. Let's wrap it up.
Yep.
Let's see how it
What position?
What's going on here? He's not very big, so that's a problem. That is a problem. He's not very menacing.
I don't get what he's doing with his hands. Like, I'm going to show you a light show, boys and girls. Stick around. I'm going to get you.
He does this like when he's facing off against Arnold, but that's when Arnold's the last one left. So there's like this standoff in the middle of the swamp, just him and he takes off his armor first so they can go toe to toe. This is not it. This is him surrounding a group of them, which the Predator doesn't do.
That'd be a disadvantage. That'd be a disadvantage even if he has an advantage. It's
he's
just
putting
more risk.
Right.
Which, I mean, it could be. That could have been a thing that they could try, but that's now they're trying to do here.
Slide. I'll throw him.
All right.
No?
What was that?
I was gonna say you should throw him right there, but he
Yeah,
didn't throw him.
drop him. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. Should have kept the mask on.
Yeah,
I hate it. I hate how often they show. I feel like the new Predator movie made this a thing. I fucking hate it, where it just goes, like just yells at them. It's like, I thought Predators are stealth warriors and hunters. Like, they're not. I'm going to showboat and go roar. That's not.
Yeah, well,
that's not their style, right?
No, it goes back to the original movie where, like I said, it was a fight between Arnold and the Predator. They were the only two left, and the Predator was looking at Arnold as, okay, you're the strongest of the bunch. You made it this far, so I'm going to give you the respect of taking off the technology and fighting you, man, on one-on-one, hand-to-hand.
Yeah, I could probably kill you. I could kill you, but I'm just gonna give you a fair chance, you lesser creature.
Right, because you've proven yourself to last this long, and anyway, so it's for him to. When he did this little walk around screaming thing in the original movie, that's what it was. It was like the big showdown with the final guy to prove that he's the best. This is not it. This is him doing a little dance and screaming at everybody. And it's just like, no, and he's interested in the skulls and what. And anytime he sees someone that's like fighting back and actually giving him a little bit of a challenge, he gets more interested in that particular skull. He wants to rip it out and polish it and put it to his collection. So this is, it's not about him taking on a mob. It's about him picking and choosing and collecting his trophies.
I mean, what do you think of the face so far?
It's too bad they didn't have one that actually had animatronics where it opens up and stuff. So you can tell it's just a mask. It's not like they didn't spend the extra money to make one that actually has the animatronics of the mouth opening.
It's like. Why are they all just waiting for him to attack them?
It's become like a stalker, not stalker, but like a slasher movie. It's not really a Predator movie.
It's
anymore.
Not even like a cliche. I give slasher movies more credit in like characters are trying to run away or try to find something on the ground to fight with or something. Like they're just standing still until he kills them.
These are supposed to be our big money shots, I think. And it's just
if this was a college project and they only had like 2 weeks to film it or something, I could see this a lot more being excused. In general, there's a leeway when it comes to fan films, so we're not just crushing it. It's just in general, like Snowdub, you've seen my shit. If I want more people to criticize some of my stuff or tell me what they think I could have done maybe to make it better when I make something, and that will help me rather than just it's good, it's fine.
Exactly.
Was it though?
It just really depends on the situation and what you're trying to put across to your audience.
Is she the last soldier left? Oh, I guess he's done.
Go.
Oh my gosh, was that it? Oh. Well.
Wow, what an ending. Yikes. I guess they're trying to keep it in context with the fact that the Predator doesn't like to fight people that are unarmed, but at the same time, to have it end like that, where he's like trying to walk off into the distance, it's just no, man, it's not Predator.
Very mundane.
I think, like I said, I think it's a bunch of college kids got together. Let's crank out a Predator scene. type of thing. We got a mask we can use and shit. So this is what we got.
Last upload was a day ago, so they're making content, but it seems to be gaming content. The fan film was 10 months ago. Usually there's behind the scenes fan films people make. Yeah, look, they have other like Flash, and Supergirl, Batman. So they're filming stuff that they like.
Yeah, I could get it. I suppose it helps them, get clicks because they're using clickbait titles like The Predator.
It's like, so the difference between like a fan film and a short film is like a short film is you're basically putting your own idea specifically out there with like no attachment to other than it's a short film. And whatever you are, whatever you have, that's what's going to get out there. That's more of a risk. Fan films are an opportunity to pretty much make something that the fans of it would probably like or express an idea that you could do, that you could think of that could happen within that universe or with those characters or something. And so there's likely going to be clicks on it. So my thought is that when you make a fan film, you really do almost try to put in that extra bit to at least show some type of, love for the project or love for the characters.
We have all this stuff that would work for a Predator fan film. Let's do that. That way we have this to put on our channel as well, along with our other regular content that we're usually doing. So that's, and as watching through it, that makes the most sense to me. Like it wasn't really well thought out. It was more kind of slapped together just so they had something different on the channel to look at. But, there's enough effort there where it doesn't probably make the rest of their content look, far superior, I'm sure. But, like I said, we'd have to look at their Flash stuff to see if it's just as bad. I don't know.
Yep. That's pretty much all I've got on it. I'll just comment and say that, like, I'm glad that you guys put the effort to make it. That's a lot more than a lot of people would even do. So
sure.
That's something that counts there.
Time, the resources, which is awesome.
Maybe you got yourselves onto a location, like, that's somewhere and it's in the forest. You got your camera out there. The camera was all right. There's a lot of editing tricks that can be learned from this. Like this could be like a stepping stone to something better if you learn from what you filmed, essentially. So hopefully,
I agree.
If you guys continue with stuff like that, hopefully you continue to improve. There's always a place to go up.
If this was like a channel that was dedicated to Predator stuff, I would have expected something a lot better.
Right.
But since it wasn't that, then it feels like it should feel, and that's just kind of a fly by the seat of pants fan film. Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you later.